Lifestyles has been sponsored by Alexander Funeral Homes and Memorial Park.
Of all the major life events we plan, often planning for funerals and burial just doesn't make the list. Andrew Alexander of Alexander Funeral Homes and Memorial Park is here with some guidance and some really interesting resources. It's good to see you again.
Thank you very much for having us, Angie. I appreciate it.
Well, these have been interesting times for all of us in whatever business that's people forward. How did COVID impact your business, and what changes did that make, and do you continue them?
Well, great question. It impacted our business in a number of ways, and we tried to react quickly, like many businesses, and so we tried to still help our families memorialize their loved one. One thing that we embraced was live streaming, and really tried to make that accessible and well done for our families so people could gather virtually, and we continue that today.
Yeah, it works, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's a wonderful thing, bringing people together and letting them still celebrate and remember someone, even though times are a little different.
Oh, yeah, and for a lot of people can't get home in time for a funeral, and this works for that. Well,
yes.
One of the things you and I were talking about beforehand is getting people to start that conversation, because we do plan, we might write a will, but we don't plan that.
No, good point. We've been serving families for over 120 years in Evansville, Newburgh, and the area, and we're honored to do that. And one thing we've noticed is a trend that has taken hold over the last number of years of pre-planning, and it's been wonderful. And we really believe in that. And so, if, like you said, there are so many special things that are planned, but it's hard to think about planning someone's funeral or cremation service. But it's very, very valuable, and we see that when someone does that. So we're trying to get that word out and keep people, help educate them how to do that and what benefits that might bring about.
Well, you talked about, in the information that I received, about documenting, and
yes.
that really would help, almost like a workbook. So what do you have as a resource for folks?
Well, we have a couple brochures, and documenting is so important. Everyone will be familiar with documenting through a will or a living will. And documenting funerals is also important. And so when someone can think about that and meet with us, we have several booklets. One's an Imagine booklet, and the Imagine book is great because everyone has a story to tell and passions to try to let everyone know about, life experiences to share. And this booklet helps them through creative ideas, helps them explore those areas and try to document them and put a plan together for that. Another one is our personal planning guide. In this booklet, beyond just putting down wishes for a funeral cremation, it has a lot of different areas that are important that go outside our realm. Genealogy, family history, special important contacts, estate information, even a letter to someone's loved one. So documenting is really important. We have some great resources we feel like that people might benefit from.
And how do we get our hands on those resources?
Really, you can go to our website, www.dignitymemorial.com. Also, you can call any of our locations, too.
Well, what about that face-to-face conversation with you? I think that's really priceless to sit down and talk about it.
It is, and sometimes it's hard to come into a funeral home. We recognize that, so we'll do that. Actually, over the phone, we'll do it in someone's home. We even have that done by WebEx today. So there's a variety of options for someone to plan, but just sitting down and taking time to think about someone's own wishes and then putting those down for their family in the future is tremendous.
Well, and I can't think of a better opportunity to sit down and talk with you and make those plans in a very warm and accepting environment. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Good to see you. We'll be back with more Local Lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.
This portion of Lifestyles has been sponsored by Alexander Funeral Homes and Memorial Park.